That heartburn scene in The Summer I Turned Pretty, why a simple box of Pepsid said everything. Let's be honest, for a few tense moments during Season 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty, we all held our breath. There on the screen was John, Belly's dad, clutching his chest and complaining about a nagging heartburn that just wouldn't quit. In the world of television drama, where every cough can signal a terminal illness and every headache a brain tumor, our collective fan anxiety spiked. Was this it? Was the show about to pivot from teenage love triangles to a full-blown medical emergency? On social media, the theories flew fast and furious. They wouldn't. Would they? One fan posted on X, another wrote, "Scenes should have value to the storytelling, and I don't feel crazy for thinking they were gonna imply he had a heart attack or something. Why even waste so much time on it otherwise?" It was a classic television setup, a Chekhov's gun in the form of indigestion, and we were all primed for it to go off. But it never did. And according to the show's creator, Jenny Han, it was never meant to. It wasn't a heart attack, it was something far more real. In a conversation with Entertainment Weekly, Han, the brilliant mind behind the books and the series, gently put all our fears to rest. When asked if John was having a heart attack, her response was a swift and clear, "No, not at all." So, what was the point of that heart-stopping, pun intended, moment? The answer is far more subtle, emotionally resonant, and deeply relatable than any medical cliffhanger. Han explained that the scene wasn't about foreshadowing a tragedy. It was about depicting the messy, complicated, and sometimes frustrating reality of two people with a long history trying to find their way back to each other. The request for Laurel to find the Pepsid wasn't a cry for help, it was a window into their shared past. Han described it as a scene about a couple who had known each other a very long time who were giving it another try and kind of falling back into their old dynamics of low-key annoyance. About that. It's not the grand, sweeping romantic gestures that define a long-term relationship, but the small, ingrained habits. It's knowing exactly where the other person keeps the antacids. It's the familiar sigh, the slight edge in their voice when they ask for something simple. In that one moment, we weren't just watching John and Laurel, we were seeing years of shared life, of arguments and reconciliations, of love and, yes, of that low-key annoyance that only comes from knowing someone inside and out. As one fan astutely observed, "You all really thought Belly's dad was going to have a heart attack. But really, it was just to show that John and Laurel are still not compatible, LMFAO." It was a quiet, devastatingly real moment that said more about their chances of success than a dramatic fight ever could. The power of Pepsid, crafting a real world. This dedication to realism is a hallmark of Han's storytelling. She also took the opportunity to debunk the idea that every brand name you see on screen is a paid advertisement. From the Pepsid to the Apple Air tags used in the show, these aren't product placements, they are anchors to reality. "I really like living in a real world, a real universe," Han shared. "And I would never say, 'Can you please pass me the heartburn medication?' You would just say, like, 'Where's the Pepsid?'" It's a small detail, but it's everything. It's what makes the world of Cousins Beach feel so tangible, so lived in. It's the difference between a generic TV set and a home filled with the specific brands and items that tell a story about the people who live there. We don't live in a world of generic soda and facial tissues, we live in a world of Coke and Kleenex. By using real brand names, Han invites us deeper into the story, making it feel less like something we're watching and more like something we're experiencing. While the show used heartburn as a poignant narrative device, it's worth noting that it touched upon a very real health concern. The Mayo Clinic points out that the symptoms of severe heartburn can be nearly indistinguishable from those of a heart attack. Their advice is simple and crucial: if you ever experience persistent chest pain and aren't sure of the cause, it's always best to call 911 or seek emergency help immediately. John made it through the season finale unscathed, leaving his heartburn, and his complicated relationship with Laurel, for us to ponder as we await the newly announced Summer I Turned Pretty movie. That one small scene, which caused so much fan panic, turned out to be one of the show's most masterfully crafted moments. It was a bait and switch that swapped out cheap drama for profound emotional truth, reminding us that sometimes the most heartbreaking pains aren't the ones that send you to the hospital, but the quiet, familiar ones that live in the history between two people.